High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
He's going to take it himself for a championship!
A double play, Winston with great. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McKay, touchdown!
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it! The championship!
It's an SEC American matchup next between the Livingston Lancers and the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. Stay tuned here to the NFHS Network.
He's going to take it himself for a championship!
A double play, Winston with great. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McKay, touchdown!
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it! The championship!
Good afternoon and welcome to the Kelly Athletic Complex in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. My name is Ryan Lowry. Today I'm joined alongside Jacob Gorin. The Seton Hall Prep Pirates are taking on the Livingston Lancers for the first in two possible regular season games, alongside possibly meeting each other in the county tournament. The next game, the second one between these two teams, will be at Livingston High School, but this one will be right here at the Kelly Athletic Complex, just under a mile away from Seton Hall Preparatory School in West Orange, New Jersey. Joined alongside Jacob Gorin, I'm Ryan Lowry. Let's now take a look at today's keys to the game, starting off with the Livingston Lancers. Jacob.
Well, Ryan, for the Lancers, they're going to want to get some runs early in the game. I mean, we saw how close, tight of a game they played against Milburn because they got a bunch of early runs. They ended up coming out of that game, but it was their only loss of the year, and the Millers have been arguably the best public school in the state in terms of baseball this season. That was impressive. They're going to need to pull off something like that. In terms of getting success against the Pirates today as well, they are going to need to throw some strikes. I mean, obviously, you know, that's something that you would assume that you need to do to win a baseball game, but it's easier said than done.
It's going to be a great contest. Livingston only one loss in the season, as you said, that close 4-run loss to Milburn. They've been on a 3-game win streak ever since that. Seton Hall hasn't played in quite some time. The last time they played was on Thursday, Jacob. We were in attendance. The big win wasn't that big of a win till around the 6th inning against a decently strong Verona Hillbilly side.
Yeah, that was a game that was very tightly played until about 6th inning when the Pirates just opened the floodgates and they scored a bunch of runs, ended up winning that game by, I believe, 6 or 7 runs. Didn't end up being a tight game in the end. This one should be a much closer one.
Yeah, it was a great game that Seton Hall played. They were a little slow in the beginning. They still held the lead versus Verona. They were able to pull it out. Verona made a little bit of a run. We recall tying the game. However, Seton Hall Prep was able to put the cap on the bottle after a great 7-inning game. It was a long one. It was well over 2 hours. It had a quick start, but then it started to slow down. Livingston is getting set. They are the away team in today's competition, the first of 2 scheduled matchups, possibly a third one in the county tournament. Now this Livingston Lancers lineup is getting ready. We're seeing their 9 on the screen right now, and Jacob, leading up lately after a slow start, is Daniel Levine.
Yeah, Levine plays a great outfield, and he's been hot as of late, as you mentioned, Ryan. He's hitting .292 now on the season. He's got no home runs yet, but you know, home runs aren't all that matters in high school baseball. Not very important, although Miles Side, another player to mention for Livingston, does have 3 homers on the year, but he has 3 RBIs. Again, batting .292. He's been lights out for the past few games for the Lancers. He's going to be a contributor for them in the bottom half of their lineup.
Of course, credit to this entire Livingston lineup, but that 1, 2, 3, 4 spot is just so rock solid for Livingston. They start off with Schultz, Levine, Side, and Hauser. That's a solid first 4. Hauser and Side have been red hot all season long, and then the 5 through 9s are very strong as well. Robbie Lynn, Daniel Cullen, E.J. Frame, and Alex Yang. One thing Livingston has capitalized off of this year is sophomore strength, starting with Schultz in right field, who has been terrific this year. And now we're going to take a look at the Seton defense. that is set to take the field right after Livingston does their BP. So for Seton Hall Prep, Mako is on the mound. Ayers is behind the plate. In the outfield, Peluso, Mahala, and Harsh. Infield from third to first, Trent Rodriguez, Probst, and Burwell. Getting a day off today is Bervetti, the shortstop. The Seton Hall team, as we said, Jacob, they haven't been rock solid this year. They've had a little bit of a sluggish start, but the talent is there.
Absolutely, the talent is there. And there's a young Seton Hall team, as we've mentioned in the past, but I think that they have the potential to do some damage. They just have to find their footing a little bit. Hopefully that those final 2 innings in Verona can do that. And Jordan Burwell, freshman first baseman for this team, he's been excellent, leads the team in base hits and walked a couple times in their last game on last Wednesday against Verona.
Seton Hall side starting to really grow into their schedule. They got a tough one coming up. They have Milburn at the end of the week. They play Caldwell on the regular. They're playing the Hun School, who are also a little this year, but are always tough competition in their yearly contest. It's a great schedule that Seton Hall plays. It's also a great team. It's a young one, similar to Livingston, that has a lot of seniors. However, Seton Hall, including Key, this is his second game out for the team. It's tough not having Elijah Foster in the lineup.
Yeah, he's been, obviously, it's high school. It's a 4-year difference in terms of age. Matt, he's been a senior, veteran presence on this team, and losing him for 2 games, even in this short high school schedule, it's tough.
Livingston showed up a little late. That means we will have a delayed first pitch. 4:05, 5 minutes past scheduled first pitch. We'll be right back for lineups, first pitch, and baseball right here on the NFHS Network.
All right, team, listen up. You all have been missing way too many plays. And it's time to make some changes. Effective immediately. You'll all be joining my team, the NFHS Network. If it happens in high school, we got it covered. We've got your favorite high school sports wherever you want them, whenever you want them. Streaming live or on demand. Plus, with a few well-executed moves here, here, and here, you can find and follow your favorite school or team.
But what if I...
Hey! There is no I in the word team, but there is in the word clip, which is what you can do with our new clip and share tool. Watch the game, clip the moment, share it with all of your fans. It's simple, people. When you're teamed up with the NFHS Network, there's no excuse to miss another play. Now you get out there and you watch some sports. Your high school, your team, your game, streaming live only on the NFHS Network. Who's gonna slap that hand?
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field. Going over Fiore, he's back at the track, at the wall, it's gone! A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air. Deep right field. Get out of town. Michael, you laid it up. And Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air. Deep left field. That ball is high. It is far. It is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here. At Miller. Pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air. Deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning.
Come on,
Oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
Welcome back to the Kelly Athletic Complex in West Orange, New Jersey, as the Livingston Lancers are getting ready to take on the Seton Hall Prep Pirates right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. Ryan Lowry joined alongside Jacob Gorin. Jacob, your final thoughts before we get this American Division contest going?
Well, it's going to be a good one, that's for sure. This is a red-hot Lancers team, and they're taking on a Pirates team that is coming home after a big win but has struggled overall to start the season. So I think these are going to be two teams that are both coming out guns blazing and should make for a great game.
Well, this is something we're going to do while we have the delay, but we'll talk about it more later. Here's the Seton Hall Prep Pirates offense. Who's a player to watch on that offensive lineup for you?
Well, we talked about briefly about Jordan Burwell already, but someone I'm going to bring up is Ryan Probst, who's been great. Anytime he steps in the lineup. Last year he got some time. He's been a consistent starter this year, and thus far on the season, Probst has been terrific. Terrific defensively, but a little lackluster offensively with only a 167 batting average. But that will, I'm sure, pick up for him as he's actually walked quite a bit on base percentage, is a little bit higher than that batting average.
The Seton Hall Prep squad, usually known for their depth, their strong pitching. Foster was scheduled to pitch today. He's not on the mound. Instead, Mako will take the mound for Seton Hall Prep. We'll see what he has in store in the top half of the first. That's coming up. Stay tuned right here to the National Federation of High School Sports. We got SEM in New Jersey High School Baseball.
So just imagine, nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's so
it's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much, and now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return, and I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And then, of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They liked to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved, they feel important, and by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds. Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. Missed opportunity down low, behind the back to Bueno and one. Lawrence with Floyd, he'll lob it up, and a slam! Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd, lays it in and one on the lob.
Thought about the three, drive, baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd!
Here with Corey Floyd after a tough...
Wilcher, three, got it! Simeon Wilcher is fired up!
And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down. Tosses it ahead to Valencia. Serene driving and throws it down. He can't get around, and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay in, build the basket. Marcus Cerroti here with Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Boff. Dave, you're coming up.
Now it's your time to join.
I saw that.
We're getting closer to baseball. Ground rules currently at home plate between Coach Ennis and Coach Bird. Fun fact for everyone watching today, Coach Ennis in his 10 years coaching at Livingston High School has not yet taken down Seton Hall Prep in all competitions. Don't believe each other on in preseason over the past 10 years, taking each other on in regular season, just about all 10 years, seen each other in counties a few times. Coach Ennis has never taken down Seton Hall Prep at the helm of the Lancers, so this will be a big one for him. This is the year, Jay.
Absolutely. What we mentioned before, Seton Hall, they're a young team, still talented, but this is the year, definitely, like you said, the year to do it. Livingston's had a really solid squad, top to bottom. They got power, they got contact, they got good defense, decent pitching as well, and the Prep's had a bit of a down year thus far. So we'll see what happens this afternoon.
As we said, Seton Hall Prep is 2-3-1 after under longtime head coach Michael J. Shepard Jr. They tied Montclair in a 3-hour contest to begin the season. Then they headed to Millburn. 30 scouts were watching on the mound Echeverria for Millburn. They lost 9-1. The one hit they had was a long shot home run from Elisha Foster. That's why it's so tough that he's out today against a key opponent like Livingston. Then the sneaky 8-7 win at Columbia. Losses against Randolph and Caldwell 9-4 and 4-2 respectively. And then they're coming in here playing on Thursday was their last time. It was a 2 win at Verona. We stay here for the national anthem. It's time for baseball here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. Seton Hall Pirates are ready to take the field. Now take a look at who they will be taking on. That's the Livingston Lancers. Let's see their defense. Batting first, Julian Schultz. The second hitter is Daniel Levine. Batting third, Miles Side. The fourth hitter is Aaron Hauser. Batting Lynn, Danny Cullen bats sixth. E.J. Frayne is the seventh hitter. Joey Maiello will bat eighth. And Alex Yang is the final hitter in the order for the Lancers. This is the Seton Hall defense that has just taken the field on camera. In the outfield, it's Harsh Mahalo and Peluso. Infield third to first, Drennan, Rodriguez, Probst, and Burwell. And Ayers is behind the dish for Mako on the mound. Jacob, beautiful weather. It was a rainy day this morning. It's cleared up.
Yeah, it's a good day for baseball. Mid-60s in temperature. Sun's out, shining, a little breeze here and there. So, should be good conditions for what could be a very fun game.
Pitcher is James Mako. He's thrown 122 pitches in 6 1/3 innings. He's given up 9 hits, given up 5 earned runs. He's walked 2 and he's struck out 8. His ERA is 5.53. Wonderful day for baseball. We're getting started around 20 minutes late. Thank you for joining us here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. We spoke about the keys to the game for both teams, Jacob. Let's highlight a little bit more what both teams need to do offensively, and I think it's a strong start on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a strong start helps. You don't want to have to come back in a game, but I'd say especially for Seton Hall, it's big. They struggle to really get going off their feet early on in games, so if they can pile on a couple runs, 2, 3, 4 runs in the first few innings, I think that would be a huge success for them.
First pitch is next. Stay tuned to the network.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play. Winston from Fraser. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Mackay, it's on. Touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
So here we are, top of the first is underway between Seton Hall Prep on defense, and now Livingston will come to the plate. The first hitter is the right fielder, Schultz, for Livingston, and he takes one outside. The count is 1-0. Julian Schultz, an explosive start. He's sophomore. Made a few appearances in the latter half of last year, including their playoffs sectional final versus Passaic Tech, a big win the Lancers had to move on to the tournament. That was Coach Ennis's first sectional victory with the Lancers, or sectional tournament victory, rather. Next pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Right there at the CAC.
Schultz up batting first. He's hitting 500 on the year. Very impressive, Drew, especially over a 7-game sample size. Pulling Luis Arias.
Bunt pulled back. The count is 2-1. Mako, a quick worker, not the same for Noah Boxer for Livingston, but Mako will be home on time. The 2-1. Upstairs and out of the glove of Ayers, the count is 3-1. As we said, 6 1/3 innings thrown for Mako coming into this one. Does not have a record on the mound yet this year. Is it going to change that versus Livingston? Move the Pirates back to 500, as there's a 5-walk to Julian Schultz to get Livingston started on the base paths today. Good start for Livingston. Schultz, a fast, solid base runner.
A good guy to lead off. Gets hits, gets walks, and gets on base. That's what you need from your leadoff guy to try to drive in some runs with the 2, 3, 4 guys in your lineup.
Here's the power of Daniel Levine. He takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. Now, Daniel Levine, Jacob, as we said, slow start to the season, was 2 for 3 on Friday, 1 for 2 on Saturday. He settled in and
picked it up as of late, and he's looking to continue his hot play.
Breaking ball, strike 2. The count is 0-2 to Levine.
Really good pitch from Mako. Dropped right into the top of the strike zone.
They will check. He's in there standing. Count is 0-2. They'll do it once again. As we were saying earlier, wonderful. It was a rainy morning, but we saw that it was going to clear up later as Levine will ground this one foul third base line. And now we're looking at perfect broadcasting, weather and perfect playing. It's 52 degrees on our system. Don't believe that's the case.
It's a little warmer.
It's got to be at least 60.
Maybe 52 with wind.
It is quite a windy day. Seeing sheets of paper flying around the CAC today. Count is 0-2. Runner on first base for Livingston. Nobody out. Here's the second hitter, Daniel Levine. And he will foul this one away. 5th pitch of the at-bat coming. Levine's batting average back up to 300, which is big for the senior, a very successful senior. He's been on varsity since his sophomore year. Maybe would have even made an appearance freshman year, Jacob. Obviously, that season canceled due to COVID-19. Go 2. Levine chops this one to short. The play at second is in time. The throw to first. Levine is in there safe at first. It's a fielder's choice away. So here's Miles Side, the 3-hitter for Livingston, committed to play Division III baseball in the end jacket, Ramapo College. Excellent play there by Rodriguez. It's short to work with Probst to retire Schultz.
Schultz is a fast guy. That was quick hands. Rodriguez filling in at short today.
Side takes a strike. Back in safe. Spoke to Mako before the game, and he said one key for him, he always likes to start ahead in the count. He gets comfortable. And there's a breaking ball. Count 0-2.
Real nice pitch. Dropped right into the bottom portion of the strike zone.
Checking the runner at first a lot today. Schultz must have been checked 2-3 times, and now Levine checked for another time as well. One away here in the top of the first. SEC American matchup, the first of two between the Pirates and the Lancers. Pitch in the dirt. Count is now 1-2. These two teams scheduled to take each other on exactly a month from today. That's May 17th. At the Livingston Oval, right across the street from the Municipal Building.
It's my birthday.
Ah, happy birthday, in a month in advance.
Thank you.
Up there, too. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball drops in there, strike 3. Side goes down. First strikeout of the game, and there's 2 away. So that'll bring up Aaron Hauser, the lefty first baseman, returning varsity senior for the Lancers.
I believe all of Mako's strikes today have been looking. He has a real nice breaking ball that's just been able to fool batters with thus far.
Quite a few foul balls we've seen alongside that, I believe you're correct. He's also not letting that first base runner take too big of a lead. He likes to check the runner as well. He takes his time. His first pitch to Hauser is upstairs. The count is 1-0. Hauser's brother, Ben Hauser, currently at FAU, trying to be the punter for the football team next year.
FAU just went on a nice run in March Madness.
This one's a chopper. The shortstop, Rodriguez, will handle. They'll take it in the force at second base. So we go to the bottom half of the first. Lancers strand a runner on first base. Pirates coming in next. Stay tuned to the network.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler Beck.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field, going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center.
Lancers can't put any runs on the board. They walk themselves to first base. A fielder's choice puts Levine at first, and he would be straight there and the force out to end the inning after 5 hitters. Let's now take a look at what Seton Hall will bring to the plate here in the bottom half of the inning. Offensively, Rodriguez leads off, then Probst, Mahala, Ayers, Burrow, Rossetti, Drennan, Harsh, and Peluso. Jacob, this is a young but strong lineup. Jordan Burwell, the first baseman, committed to West Virginia University. The Seton Hall Prep team ringing early.
Yeah, Burwell, you know, it just shows how talented he is. Already committed to college, and a great one at that as a freshman. And he's batting 5th, middle of the order today, but I think for a freshman who's still somewhat learning the ropes, it's a good spot for him.
Livingston Lancers defense consists of Frayne, Levine, and apologies, I think we have a spelling error, E.J. Frayne, and Schultz in the outfield. In the infield, Maiello, Lin, Yang, and Hauser, and Side is behind the plate. Fix that for you. Now you can see Schultz is the third outfielder for the Lancers. So once again, Frayne, Levine, Schultz in the outfield. Lin, Yang, and Hauser makes up the infield, and Side behind the dish. Noah Boxer is on the mound, and he's taken on a young but a very solid Seton Hall Prep lineup. That's coming up next. Stay tuned. FHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Here with the bottom half of the first. Pirates coming to hit. The shortstop, Jonathan Rodriguez, is digging in. Bervetti not in the lineup today. He's healthy, Bervetti, but he is not in the lineup as Rodriguez is ready to take on Boxer. Boxer winds and deals the first pitch in the dirt. The count is 1-0. I should say the turf, Jacob. It's one great thing about Seton Hall Prep. This turf makes it so not only are we having a game after a very rainy morning, we're having a clean game.
Yeah, turf makes everything easier when it's high quality turf, that is.
1-0 in the dirt. The count is now 2-0. Very windy day here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. Boxer deals the 2-0. In there for a strikeout. It's 2-1. Just a couple weeks until the GNT drawing at Milburn High School happens, and then we're underway with county tournament play. Milburn, obviously, the favorite, both Livingston and Seton Hall, trying to claim they also have a chance as well, as that pitch is in there for a strike.
A couple nice strikes thrown there by Boxer. Inside corner of the strike zone.
Boxer, not the slowest, but not the fastest dealer for Livingston on the mound. De Palma moves at lightning speed on the mound. When Livingston took on Nutley, the PA announcer came up to Coach and asked if De Palma can slow down so we can hear more of the walk-up songs for Nutley, and Coach Ennis said, as you would expect, absolutely not. The pitcher dictates the pace of the game. Struck him out. Rodriguez goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Ryan Probst, the second baseman. And there's one away here in the bottom half of the first. Would you say to the manager and someone said, tell your pitcher to slow down, we need to play more music?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I'd say...
absolutely not.
No. Although, now in the MLB, pitcher doesn't control the pace of the game.
I like that clock.
Yeah,
it's
a lot quicker. It's made it a lot easier to watch a full game of MLB baseball.
Looks like that one got a piece of Probst. He will be hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. That brings up Will Mahala. With the runner on first base and one away. Here in the bottom half of the first inning, Mahala will dig into the lefty batter's box.
Where did I'm curious where that hit, because it was a high ball, and it didn't look like...
Mahala gives this one a ride. It'll go foul.
The way everyone reacted, it's not like it. I don't hit his face, so.
Well, when you're a hitter, you don't want to say anything. Best thing to do is take it and go. The 0-1 count. 1-1. Probst off first. He was hit by a pitch. Rodriguez went down on strikes prior, and Probst will go. This one is grounded to second. Yang. A wild throw to Hauser. Hauser is able to control, but that will move over the runner.
That was the right play. Probst got a jump there, a real nice jump, and they weren't getting him a second.
It was a wild throw. It was tough for Hauser to control. With that, the middle infielder is controlled by sophomores, Jacob. That's the youth that Livingston brings to the table. Very similar for Seton Hall. Upstairs, the count is 1-0. Check the runner at second. He's back safe. Probst is fast. He's dangerous on the base paths.
Something about the Seton Hall team is they're speedy.
They're also well coached. Their coaches have been there for quite a long time. They know the mathematics when it comes to a high school pitcher. 1-0. 2-0. Over the frame. Both teams a free pass to first base, Jacob, in their first inning at-bats. Schultz walked for Livingston, and Probst, the second hitter, was hit by a pitch and stole second, or pardon me, moved over to second. Pitch is low for a ball, and the count is 3-0. Thanks to Will Mahala putting the ball in play. Move Probst to second. Boxer working from behind on the mound. The count is 3-0. I'll put runners on first and second. It's a 4-pitch walk.
You know what, in this situation, this point in the game, having a runner on first base here is not the worst thing to happen, because it means that you get a force out at second.
And the force at second would be big with 2 outs, the easy way to go. Something both Lin and Yang should keep an eye on. Ayers, who just walked, the catcher, will have a pinch runner in for him. That's Caden Fry, the sophomore. So Burwell digs in, and there's a pass ball that sneaks by side, and a run will come in. Off of errors, Seton Hall is able to score their way around. It's 1-0 Pirates.
Remember last Wednesday, that's how they scored their first 2 runs, were off wild pitches, and that'll be the case this afternoon. That's how they'll score their first one. As the side will go over, have a quick word for Boxer.
Sometimes it's not always the catcher's fault in a situation like that. Sometimes it's the pace of the pitcher. So I'm wondering where the frustration came from there. That's a run Seton Hall will take credit to off of no hits so far on the day. The 1-0. In the dirt, side lost it once again, and Ayers will, or pardon me, the pinch runner Caden Fry will make his way to third.
You gotta block one of those 2 if you're side. I mean, first one's tougher, but second one, you can't have another runner now at third base. Good response pitch there. That was a nice high fastball.
The count is now 1-2 to the West Virginia commit. Still a lot of time. Only a freshman. Pitch misses. The count is now 2-2. Right now he's property of the Big 12, but I can see an SEC team wanting to gobble him up.
Absolutely. I mean, the hierarchy of NCAA conferences is always changing, so.
The 2-2. This is a hard shot right past Hauser at first. It's an RBI base hit. The Pirates take a 2-0 lead thanks to Jordan Burwell's solid hitting. That was a shot. Nothing Hauser could have done about that one. So Fry will score for Seton Hall. Burwell with the RBI single. And that'll bring up the designated hitter for Mako, James Grizzetti. Pitches in the dirt. There's a nice block by side. That's what you were asking for, Jacob.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Prevented another runner from getting into scoring position.
So the Pirates have a 2-0 lead. That was their first hit of the game. This one's chopped. Boxer able to get a glove on it, and he hustles over to first and tosses it to Hauser to end the inning. But not after 2 unanswered runs from the Pirates come in. We go to the second. 2-0 Seton Hall over Livingston. Stay tuned to the network.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field, going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, Deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air. Deep right field. Get out of town. Michael, you laid it up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air. Deep left field. That ball is high. It is far. It is long gone off the house. Makai Moore.
Top of the second inning. Here's Robbie Lynn. Score is 2-0 Pirates. And Lynn fouls this one back to the screen.
Livingston was in a pretty good position to escape the bottom of the first with little to no damage, but a couple wild pitches put runners into scoring position and resulted in a few runs, or a couple runs being scored, I should say.
Count is 1-1. I'll have to go back into the books and see if they're wild pitches or pass balls.
Remember what we said earlier, one thing to keep an eye out for the Pirates is getting some early runs on the board, and that's exactly what they did.
Pitch misses, the count is 2-1. Thank you for joining us here in West Orange, New Jersey. About under a mile away from the Seton Hall Preparatory School. We're at the Kelly Athletic Complex in Essex County, New Jersey. It's a Super Essex Conference American Division matchup. As Lynn goes around, count is 2-2. Only the top of the second. It's a 7-inning game in high school baseball. The 2-2. Breaking ball. Doesn't factor in, the count is 3-2. Now, I'm not sure if these were jokes, but rumors have it 2-3 years high school baseball could see the pitch clock. I was really thinking about it. It does make sense if you don't put the number on the screen and just have the umpire record it and loosely use it. You take my meaning?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't know if I really explained it best. What I'm saying is that don't enforce it unless the pitcher is drastically and repetitively going over. Have an umpire keep a timer or even a stopwatch going and force some sort of movement on the game.
I think in Major League Baseball we should see some adjustments to that rule, to that when you're in a situation where it's full count, bases loaded, close game, late in the game, you don't want to walk home a run or end the game on a strike from the pitch clock. So I think there should be certain situations where the umpire can say, I'm going to waive the pitch clock. Besides that, though, I love it.
1-1 now to Cullen, and off the 1-0 deal from Mako. One thing Seton Hall Prep has always been good with is their defense. Always one of the best functioned defenses in Essex County, year after year, even this year.
Credit to their coaching for that.
Count is 1-2 to Cullen. Cullen's been slumping a little bit recently. Still factors into the lineup. Key player for the team. Star athlete, three-sport athlete, plays basketball over the winter. Star football player over the fall. And he takes a hard cut and a miss and goes down on strikes. There's one away. Digging in now, the left fielder, E.J. Frame.
Mako's breaking ball's really been working today, but that was some heat to strike out Cullen.
E.J. Frame wears number 99, the Aaron Judge number. Wrong side of the outfield, he's in left field.
Aaron Judge could probably play left field.
Probably play left field. He can certainly play center field, and he's a born right fielder. Pitch in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Seton Hall thrown off there by Robbie Lynn's fake lead, fake steal. Gonna have to keep a keen eye on Lynn. He's a tricky runner, Jacob.
Yeah, took an interesting jump there.
Not sure if he's trying to make the Jersey connection, but we all saw what Volpe did. I believe it was against San Francisco where they checked him, but he wasn't even off the bag. Just got a piece of it. Grounded third. This one will stay fair. Drennan crossed the diamond. Well, not in time. Runners on first and second. It'll be an infield hit.
You know, that's a play that's, you know, could be made at the pro level, but even then, it's a tough play. Hard ball to get on, and then you got to really zip it across the diamond to first. It was well not in time.
Tying run at first base. Here would be the lead run. It's number 11, Joseph Maiello. Pitch in the dirt. Maiello has grown up playing the outfield position. Seen him on the mound quite a few times, and he's been converted to a second and third baseman. So almost, in essence, a utility player for Livingston. Maiello is a great athlete, also plays football. Count is 2-0.
It was a really good year for Livingston football this past fall.
Giving him a little bit of credit.
He caught some nice balls.
Oh, he did. Yes. I thought you said the team did.
No.
Pardon me.
No, Maiello. He had of course, I knew the team. Team had their struggles, but Maiello had personally.
He's always been a great football player. Very good athlete. And my apologies. I thought you said the team.
No, you were okay.
Fouled away. Obviously, Livingston football, 2 wins, only 1 in the regular season. 1-8 in 9 games was Livingston's football record. Took down Bayonne in the first round of the consolation tournament, then traveled to Plainfield a week later. And on a nice Saturday afternoon, moving into winter, the Lancers were not able to put anything on the board against a 40-plus run Plainfield team as Maiello goes down on strikes. There's 2 away. It'll be a swinging strikeout. That's the 3rd strikeout dealt on the day.
That was
Mako.
That was a real nice pitch from Mako.
Yang digs in. Top of the order due up for the Lancers. 2 away. Runners off of first and second in the pitch. Strike. Looks like our umpire is a pitcher-friendly umpire.
Mac has been throwing a lot of breaking balls, so it's throws off the hitters a little bit, batters, when he's giving them the fastball.
The 0-1. Check swing. Don't believe Yang went around. The count is 1-1. Really like what they do on Major League Baseball. They have the umpire metrics now. Do they do that for Mets games? I know they do it for Yankee games. They have umpire metrics. They say if he's a hitter-friendly umpire, or pitcher-friendly umpire, or he's neutral.
No, I don't see them doing that on SMY.
Oh, so you probably thought I was speaking Spanish when I just said that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't quite sure what you were talking about.
I do it on the Yes Network. I think it's very interesting.
SMY, the Mets broadcast team is very fun, though.
3-1. I do enjoy listening to Keith.
Keith. Gary's a great play-by-play. Keith is hilarious. And then you got Ron Darlin actually giving really very good insight. But there's a reason they got Ron and Keith.
3-2. 5-pitch walk. The bases are loaded. Top of the order now with Schultz. Schultz is 0 for 0 on the day with a walk. Looking to try and maybe add to his 500 average. Can you imagine him keeping that average? 500 average?
I can't.
Your sophomore year?
I could see him hitting like in the 320 range, something like that.
Very respectable.
Still fantastic.
An amazing start to the season for just a sophomore. Now he's got the bases loaded, and that's a hit by pitch run there for the Lancers.
So Schultz has had 2 at-bats, and he's gotten on base 2 times without a hit. That's what I get. He took the brunt of a tough pitch there, but it's what you want your leadoff guy to do, and it looks like he's
jumping around a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely stung.
Good time for Daniel Levine to put the bat on the baseball for the Lancers. Grounded into a fielder's choice. See what he brings to the table. A power hitter who's heated up lately. And he's patient on that pitch. Watches the breaking ball hit the ground for a ball. The count is 1-0. Been on varsity since a sophomore is Daniel Levine. Been a starter since last year as he grounds this one right back to Mako. Mako will go the easy way as Burwell makes the catch at first base, covering the bag. The Lancers strand the bases loaded. They put a hit on the board, and they're able to put a run across the board. They're down by 1. Pirates come in hit in the bottom half of the second next.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again. Free kick coming for the Mountaineers. Short shot on goal. On post. And West Orange gets the goal, and they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Barreling towards the goal line, and he's in. Charles Bullock from 3 yards out, and the Marauders lead it 20-7.
Or be a witness to championships like these?
Montclair are state sectional champions. They defeat Livingston 4-1, and the Mounties sweep the boys and girls brackets in back-to-back wins over the Lancers. 3-2, there goes the runners. Swing on and miss, strike 3. That does it. The Cranford Cougars are the Last Dance World Series champions.
Or have exclusive interviews with players and coaches.
Maroon and Silver Star pitcher Teague Mulcahy. I'm here with Cranford star Ryan Jaros. We're with the Bergen Crusaders star of the game, Luis De La Cruz.
Here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. And all right, now here with star goalkeeper Nikolai Matthews of this West Orange Mountaineer team. Nikolai. Here with Claire Manning after Montclair picks up a 4-1 win over Livingston. I'm here with Molly Brumback, the goalkeeper. Molly, what was today like? Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Then join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
Bottom half of the second, both teams have put runs across the board, and both teams with a hit. Seton Hall have 2 of the 3 runs today, total. First pitch from the 7th hitter, J.J. Drennan, is grounded to short, and the throw by Lynn is well over. Likely given error. J.J. Drennan, though, is on first base to get the second inning started. Lynn there set his feet. He had a lot of power on the throw to first, but well over Hauser's head. Didn't even jump for it.
Not accurate whatsoever, and that's a tough play. That's a first out that you need to get.
I believe, did they call that one the yips?
Well, I wouldn't call it the yips just yet. But it needs to be, I think, a little bit more repetitive to be the yips.
Harsh lays down a bunt. It's going to be right back to Boxer. He'll get it to Hauser, but it'll move over the runner. So Drennan is sacrificed over to second, and Marcelo Harsh puts a good bunt down. Runner on second base with 1 away. Bottom half of the second here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. 4:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Ryan Lowry joined alongside Jacob Gorin on camera and on the mic with me. Here's the 900 Peter Peluso. Peluso wears number 16, the right fielder. Peluso 6'2", 185 pounds. As Boxer will deal one in the dirt. Nice block by side. Peluso playing right field today. It's 2 at-bats so far on the season coming into this game. The 1-0. In there for a strike. The count is 1-1.
Good 1-0 pitch right there from Boxer. You know, Ryan, I don't really mind the 20-30 minute delay start time, but there's something I want to get home for, and want to take a guess as to what it is.
Wait a minute. I think it starts with an H and ends with a Y. Big hockey on tonight.
Yep, NHL playoffs.
Devils Rangers.
Well, Devils Rangers tomorrow night, but all 3 New York, New Jersey teams made the playoffs. First time since 2007.
Yeah. I believe Tuesday, Thursday are property of the Devils.
Devils Rangers at the Rock on the Prudential Center Tuesday, Thursday. Then you got Saturday, Monday are at MSG.
It's going to be a great series.
It's going to be a fantastic series.
Upstairs, runners on first and second, with only one away.
You got two teams with high-flying offenses and who made big acquisitions at the trade deadline and finished second and third in one of the best divisions in hockey seen in a little while in the Metro. At least the top half of that Metro division.
You can talk hockey all day, we know that.
This is baseball, though.
There's a liner. That one's going to drop right into left field. One run will come across. It's going to be an RBI single for Jonathan Rodriguez. J.J. Drennan comes home. Peluso will head to second. Great piece of contact by Rodriguez. Makes up for the strikeout in his first at-bat. And it's 3-1 Pirates. Crack of the bat sounded great in that at-bat.
Yeah, that was pretty hitting from Rodriguez.
This one's going to be opposite field. It will drop foul. Pirates are looking explosive, Jacob.
Yeah, I said earlier, they've had a slow start to the year, so they're going to be playing a little angry, and they definitely have.
Pirates are back up by 2 runs. Leo 1. Upstairs to Probst. And the count is 1-1. Grounded. This one fair to third. Force at third. The throw to first by Maiello. Couldn't get the double play, but retired the lead runner. Great defensive smarts there by Maiello. Retires the second out of the second inning.
Infield's moving back for this one with 2 outs. Ayers, a big guy, can hit for power.
Mahala takes the ball. The count is 1-0.
Excuse me. Mahala can hit for some power as well. Older brother was a big part of this program.
Absolutely. Big year last year. GNT champions were the Pirates. 15-0 over Bloomfield.
Dominating.
Yeah, just 5 innings. At Yogi Berra Stadium, former home of the Jackals, before they moved to Patterson. To Mahala. And Mahala will ground this one to second. Yang to Hauser. And that will retire the inning, but not after the Pirates put their bats on the baseball. They now have 3 hits on the board, and they're up 3-1 over the Lancers. Stay tuned to the NFHS Network.
Come on, oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call!
You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro. and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down!
In for the third inning, the Pirates back up by 2. It's a 3-1 lead. Side digs in, takes one inside. The count is 1-0. Miles Side, a senior catcher. They're going to say that hit him. Didn't react like it did, but the umpire's call is that it hit him. So Side will get on the base paths for the first time today. He remains 0 for 1. They'll bring in Aaron Hauser. Hauser grounded out in the first inning. First baseman had a busy day at first base. Seen a couple balls over his head.
Side and Hauser are two guys that Livingston wants to find success this afternoon. They're going to need to get going.
Hauser wears number 2. This one's popped up. This one is deep to right field. It's coming right towards us. Is it going to make it out of here? No, it will not. It's caught right before the track. Peluso, just feet away from the fence, makes the catch. And Hauser goes down after having some of the best contact he's seen this year.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball, high and deep to right field, but Peluso, a real nice play. Right up against close to the warning track he was to make the play on the ball. He had to track it down.
That would have been the tie for the Lancers, too. So far this year, all the games I've covered at the CAC, that one the closest to making it out of here.
Right by us.
One of those situations where when it's hit that deep right field, you almost cover up the gear. Time is called. Count is 0-1. You heard me saying it. I was like, is it going to make it out of here? Is it going to make it out of here?
Not quite.
If only it caught that spurt of wind. We do have quite a bit of wind here at the CAC today. Not consistently, as that one is lying the opposite way. Foul. Also, that ball was so deep at the high school level, if Side decided he wanted to tag up, he could have made that happen.
Probably. I mean, Peluso made a great play to get that ball in quickly. So, but yeah, I'd say probably he could have gotten the second.
Line, that one is foul. Brady Eric, the pinch runner for Miles Side. So Eric could have tried to tag up. It's not quite an Aaron Judge out there in right field, Jacob. Kind of hard to gun someone out. Fly ball that far. Center field is 385 feet here at the CAC. A little bit less over here in right field.
This is a big ballpark for high school.
It's a nice size. It's great. It's a great facility.
Absolutely. Can't ask for much better than Porcello Field.
It's like the Yankee Stadium of high school baseball.
Well, there are better stadiums than Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, well, that, and I want to take my statement back because it's Porcello Field. Got a little Red Sox in it.
And Met. Porcello was a Met for a hot second there. Wasn't very good, but
all the more reason not to call it the Yankee Stadium of high school baseball as that pitch misses. Count is 2-2. What would you give it? I almost want to give it a Rogers Center reference, but it doesn't have a roof.
Maybe PNC Park?
Maybe.
In Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
It's a nice ballpark.
Check first. Burwell can't get the tag on Eric. Eric, a first-year varsity player for the Lancers. Got a lot of connections to Seton Hall. One of his brothers graduated here from the prep. As well as his father, as this one's popped up to center field. This could be trouble coming on in as Mahala, and he makes the play. Lancers are putting the baseball in the outfield. Not able to let it touch ground or leave the ballpark. There's 2 away.
That was a nice play. You know, those balls where there's 2, 3, 4, even sometimes guys that can get on it. Sometimes can be a little tricky, but that was played nicely by Mahala in center.
And Mahala was also shading from the sun. Eric must be frustrated. 2 fly balls that looked like they could have been trouble, and he's still at first base.
Yeah, I mean, that Hauser one, I think, is a little bit of a tough read.
So here's the designated hitter, Danny Cullen, hitting for Noah Boxer in the lineup. Breaking ball, strike, the count is 0-1. Only the 3rd inning, not even halfway there. Upstairs, 1-1. See, we're feeling the wind right now that Hauser can really use. I was just thinking that. The 1-1. Hard cut and a miss. Cullen hasn't gotten a hit in quite some time.
It's frustrating, but, you know, talented players will get out of the slumps that they're in, and Danny Cullen's a talented guy, talented athlete, so.
And he's very athletic. Underwent a surgery last year. The pitch. Fouled away. Was on the basketball roster this year. They dressed him for senior night, but he did not play all season. Must be a little frustrated.
I mean, I'd say so, but I'm sure he plays enough in football, baseball that doesn't get quite as frustrated.
He gets his physical activity.
Yeah.
He gets in his physical activity.
Gets to warm up with the team.
I spoke to him on senior night. He said, it's just a formality why I'm in uniform, but I'm happy to be back in uniform. The 2-2. This one's popped up, a nice piece of contact to left field. This one could also be trouble. Coming in, and a miscommunication between the center fielder and the left fielder drops the baseball. Eric's coming in home. He slides in safe. Not sure how we're going to score that one. But the Lancers are back down by 1.
Real nice base running there from Brady Eric. That's what he's in the game to do. He's in the game to run, and he zipped around to first to home. I mean, I feel like 2 outs, any contact you run is certainly helping there, but
Harsh and Mahala are both coming on. Rodriguez was coming on.
Sometimes you just gotta allow one guy to get it. Communication's gotta be key in those situations.
Doesn't look like they're giving that one a hit. Looks like it's going to be an error. Pitch is in there for a strike. And it is, in fact, going to be error. First error charged for both teams this game. Goes to the Pirates. You know what? A player like Cullen will take it. Nice piece of contact. Gets himself on base. He's the tying run in this situation. Off-speed pitch fools frame.
That was a nice one. I mean, 2 runs may have been allowed, but we've seen some nice pitches being thrown by Mako this afternoon.
Chased a pitch in the dirt, strike 3. And the drop strike 3 throw to Burwell is caught from Ayers. However, the Lancers take advantage of an outfield miscommunication. They're back down by 1. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 3rd. Stay tuned to the network. Henry Ayers leads off with a lefty-righty for Seton Hall Prep here in the bottom half of the third. 3-2 Pirates. It's been a close ball game as that pitch is down low, and the count is 1-0. Ryan Lowry joined alongside Jacob Gorin here on D1 Media Pro, the National Federation of High School Sports. Pitch misses for a ball, and the count's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3-0. Boxer missing the zone to get the inning started. Thrown 40 pitches now. This is pitch number 41 coming in. Fits in there for a strike. The count is 3-1. Bottom half of the third of 7. Large spurt of wind coming in here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. The 3-1. 5-pitch walk. So Ayers will walk yet another time today. That'll bring up Jordan Burwell. Burwell has a hard-hit single on his name so far today. Snuck it just past Hauser and into right field over to Schultz. Side had to jump up for that first pitch, and the count is 1-0. It's one of Boxer's struggles last year was consistency on the mound.
Yeah, he's shown that thus far. He's throwing some good pitches, but he's got to find that consistency. And
Burwell sends that pitch over the football field, and the count is 1-1. Track meet today for Seton Hall Prep. Winter's non-public A state champs.
Saying before Boxer's going to find some consistency, start throwing strikes again, because 44 pitches and no outs. I wouldn't be surprised if he surpasses, that goes 60 pitches through 3 innings. 60 is already a lot.
One. Heads foul. Now the 1-2. 2-2 in, the dirt runner goes. The throw to second, not in time. Side tried to throw off the machine, tried to show off the machine gun there. Couldn't get the runner.
That was a really good throw, just a little mishandled and a little late. Didn't get a good jump on it.
Pinch runner is Fry once again. 2-2. Burwell pops this one up. Left field. Caught by Frame. 1 away.
That's what Boxer needed. He needed an out.
Gets him settling in after a little rough patch. Burwell has shown his consistency at the plate, though. He puts the ball in play. Unless you walk him, he's a hard man to strike out. So Grizzetti digs in. Takes a ball. The count is 1-0. Caden Fry off of second base. The pinch runner gets a stolen base to his name. The 1-0. Hard, cut the miss, 1-1. Grizzetti 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to the pitcher. Time is called. Action in the Lancers bullpen. Far side. Right behind left field.
Sun glare as well as the fence has blocking us from seeing who's warming up, but 50 pitches through 2 1/3 for Boxer, it makes sense. Got no one warming up in the Seton Hall bullpen.
Boxer's now hit 50 pitches. He's catching up to Mako, who's at 60 flat. The pitch. Grounded right back to Boxer. He'll go to first for the second out. Moves the runner over.
Oh, Seton Hall's got a runner at third now. 2 outs, but see if they can capitalize on this and regain their...
Livingston's been playing the chase for the first 3 innings. Drennan digs in, the third baseman. 1-0. Caden Fry off of third base, not being held on by Maiello. Fry taking a big secondary strike. Drennan came around in his last at-bat, reached off of an error. Robbie Lynn overthrew Hauser. It's off in the air to left field. This one is deep. Coming in is Frame. Makes the play. Solid piece of contact, but nothing comes. Runner stranded off of third base. We go to the fourth. 3-2 Pirates.
Sounds good.
Top of the fourth. Maiello is due up the third baseman. And Jacob, at this point in time, what is Livingston looking for offensively? They're looking for contact? They're looking to send one deep?
I'd say contact. You don't want to play hero ball at this point in the game. You know, it's only the 4th inning, and it's a 1-run game. It's not like you're down by a lot, so just chip away, and I think eventually they can get do some damage here.
The pitch to Maiello. Grounded. This one's going to be a tough one. Maiello hustling over to first, and a nice scoop by Burwell. Maiello goes down to start off the fourth and 1-3. We'll bring up Alex Yang.
Seen a lot of similar plays to that in this game. A lot of 1-3s.
Yang will dig in. The second baseman walked in his first at-bat. Maiello, a nice hustle there. It was a chopper. It was the third side of the infield. It was going to be a tough one.
Close play for sure. It's not that, you know, you don't see a ball hit to the pitcher than to play to first. Not.
Yang rocks one. That's going to be a fair ball. Asked the third baseman. Drennan couldn't get a glove on it. Yang puts the ball in play. Well, apologies for those technical difficulties. We're back 2 away. And now a 3-1 count. Yang no longer on base. He stole. He got thrown out. Put himself in a pickle. As that pitch is in for a strike. And the count is full. I said, Jacob, it was just a tough jump.
Yeah, Yang didn't read the play well enough. And
breaking ball upstairs. It's a walk. The Lancers put a runner back on first.
Now a walk there makes it even more frustrating for Livingston, because rather than man on first and 2 outs, you have men on second and 1 out. By the way, third reached base of the game for Mr. Schultz.
The 1-0 to Levine. Pitch is in there for a strike. The count is 1-1. As we said, Levine starting in. Grounded into a fielder's choice in his first at-bat. Pass ball checking the runner. And Schultz will take advantage. He's now on second.
Go, Daniel.
That's what you don't want to see after a great throw out.
No. Just give it right back to him. It's tough.
That's the problem with checking the runner all the time, is that inconsistency as a pitcher. You're not looking in the direction where you're throwing. You're trying to be sneaky. Sometimes you just surf. The 1-1. So the Lancers get that runner on second they were vying for. That they failed to do with Yang. The 1-1 to Levine. Fits in there for a strike. The count is 1-2. One thing about Levine that we see, his presence at the plate. He's confident. His stance is wide. And he takes a very strong load. The 1-2. Blocked in the dirt. The count is 2-2.
Nice play by Ayers there to prevent Schultz getting the third there on a good block.
Two with 2 away. Schultz off a second. Macco aims to check second. Doesn't throw over. It's right back into his position, and the pitch misses. The count is full. Three-2 now to the second hitting Daniel Levine in center field.
2 outs, walking the batter here wouldn't be the worst thing.
Would add the force to first base. Called strike 3. Levine threw the bat and started heading towards first. He doesn't get the call that he thought was coming. So Levine goes down looking and frustrated as we move to the bottom half of the fourth. We've played half the ball game. Stay tuned here to the network.
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return, and I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They like to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved. They feel important. And by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
And you go to the air again, and there. And that's a touchdown. Gordon, back to pass. Gonna throw a deep ball, far side, caught! Touchdown! Nasir Addison on the reception, and Irvington jumps out on top. It's 6-0 Blue Knights. 9:01 left to go here in the first quarter.
Right, Oliver from the shotgun takes the snap. It's a passing play. They'll work easy to Phillips. Bottom half of the fourth. Seton Hall Prep up by one score is 3-2. We're halfway through the ball game. Harsh digs in, the left fielder. In the dirt, 1-0. Apologies for the technical difficulties we saw in the previous half inning. Didn't miss anything too important.
Got some action Seton Hall bullpen. As Macco has 74 through 4.
Looks like Elijah Foster warming up. We're in 2-7 for the Pirates. Number 27, the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Foster, big name pitcher for Seton Hall.
Provides the offense as well.
Yeah.
Home run against Milburn.
He got the opening day gig due to injury. Pitch in the dirt, the count is 3-1. Two tie Seton Hall played here at the CAC versus Montclair. Windy opening day, April 3rd this year. 2 days later than usual. Hard cut and a miss. Or foul, rather. They're going to call it a foul. The count is full.
Either way, same. On a 3-1, result is the same.
So I guess Coach Shepard is really prioritizing Foster's pitching because the Verona game today, he was not in the lineup. Full count well upstairs. Boxer will walk harsh to get the fourth started.
See how deep they take Boxer, because he's had some rough innings, but I don't think he's played terrible.
No, he's settled in kindly. He's thrown 60 pitches. Looks like Regina Jar is getting ready in the Livingston bullpen, if we can see that correctly.
I can't see from here, so definitely
Bunt shown, bunt pulled back. They're going to call it a strike, but it snuck right side. And that's exactly what Seton Hall would have wanted out of a no-contact bunt shown. Harsh will advance off the pass ball. And now the potential fourth run is off of second base for Seton Hall. Thank you for joining us this Monday afternoon. It's the beginning of the week. And what better way to get it started than with a good SEC American Division matchup? The 0-1. Bunt shown. Bunt laid down right in front of Boxer off a hop end. The throw to first is in time. Great coverage there from Yang as Hauser came out to potentially field it.
Advances the run of the third, though, with just one out, so need something staying in the infield here.
Top of the order.
Or a strikeout, of course.
Jonathan Rodriguez digs in. 1 for 2 on the day, has a single previously striking as Side able to get a body on that pitch in the dirt. The count is 1-0. Now it's rough for a catcher like Miles Side, who's playing on turf. He's used to the home dirt and the home grass, and some inconsistency is shown as now here comes the pitch of Corey Feigenbaum. Feigenbaum played for Rowan. West Orange High School graduate long ago. Played for Coach Zakella, now the athletic director. Across town from here, West Orange.
He's done a great job there at the West Orange athletic program.
We always feel at home when we go there.
Yeah. Treats D1 meet very well.
They also treat their fall athletics quite well. They had a parade. Cheerleading team won a trophy. Both soccers won a trophy. Football.
It's been a very good year for West Orange athletics.
Same goes for Seton Hall, of course. Their lacrosse team, a top 3 team in just about all official and unofficial rankings. Some put them behind Del Barton, some put them behind Lakes. They're possibly going to prove different in the coming days as they brace for the thick of their schedule. The 1-0 with Harsh off third. Breaking ball in there for it. It counts 1-1. So the Lancers make the move to keep Boxer in and not send Coach Ennis out. What do you think of that?
Well, you know, I think that for now, he's throwing 60.
That might have just changed your opinion. Third pitch of the at-bat is a plunk for Seton Hall off the error. Here in the bottom half of the fourth, and that's a 2 lead. Lil Mahala digs in. Pass ball runners now at second and third.
Not what you want to see if you're Livingston and only 1 out. Now you got 2 in scoring position for the Pirates.
Pirates have a 4-2 lead in the bottom half of the fourth inning. 1 away. We'll be right back.
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. and now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return, and I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And then, of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They liked to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved, they feel important, and by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
New pitcher on the mound for Livingston as we welcome you back. Runners off of first and second for the Pirates. And
bases loaded, Ryan.
Pardon me, you're right, bases loaded. 4-2 Seton Hall. Pitcher is Rashad Bamzai for Livingston. First-year varsity athlete, wears number 9. He's now going into the Pirates dugout. Wonder if he's switching something up.
Wonder if he, someone's maybe up with his glove, or
possibly something illegal, or waiting to see here, but it's delaying the contest. Looks like action in the Seton Hall Prep bullpen as well. Elijah Foster. Alongside another Pirate. Can't locate who it is, but also getting ready as well. Bases are loaded. Score is 4-2 Pirates. Bamzai makes it onto the mound with one away. These runners are boxers' responsibility. Henry Ayers, the catcher, digs in.
Yeah, any run score here, they are earned to attributed to boxer.
This one's popped up sky high. It'll stay fair. Lynn is under it, and he makes the play. The second out.
Now, when he forced out ends the inning, there's no runs being scored.
So 2 away. Ayers with an F6. That'll bring up Jordan Burwell. Bottom half of the fourth, 4-2 Pirates. Pirates trying to move back to 500 on the season, give the Lancers their second loss. Coach Ennis has yet to beat the Pirates for the Lancers. Bamzai deals. Pitches inside. In one pitch, he retired the second out. That's big.
Yeah. Keeps him fresh. Fresh as possible. So he could possibly run through a couple innings here in the middle of the game.
The 1-0. 2-0.
One thing you don't do, though, is you don't want to walk home a run, especially already down 4-2.
Bamzai deals the 2-0. This one is popped up. Shortstop. Lynn coming in, makes the catch. Looks like the wind redirected. Not fly, but it's caught, and that will do the inning. Bases stranded, loaded. We go to the 5th. Pirates up 4-2.
Yeah. Mako had 74 pitches, and
Welcome back, Andrew Merklinger from West Orange, New Jersey, the senior pitcher. We'll dig in number 19, Jacob, the line.
Well, Merklinger on the year has a 1.40 ERA on 77 pitches and throughout 5 innings pitched. Just 1 earned run, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed.
Merklinger obviously lives in West Orange, Jersey. He will take the bump for the Pirates. Lancers down to their final 9 outs. Obviously Foster ready to go as well. We saw him warming up. Key offensive and defensive piece for the Pirates.
14 strikeouts through 7 2/3 innings for Foster, so we'll see if he'll get to take the mound tonight.
Side ready to dig in to get the 5th started. It's been a really quick moving game. Takes a hard cut to miss. The count is 0-1. And Merklinger is working quickly. Dealing just seconds later. That pitch in the dirt might want to slow him down a little bit. High school baseball, it could be long, it could be short. This game's got a good story.
Yeah, it's been not too long, not too quick, in the 5th inning already.
This one popped up, going foul. Over the bullpen. Count is 1-2. Two Pirates going to chase it. So Milburn currently first in the SEC American, but these are 2 teams chasing for second. The 1-2. Breaking ball struck outside. There's 1 away. Side goes down swinging. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Also hit by a pitch. That brings up Aaron Hauser.
See, Side was frustrated with himself there. When you're a player as talented as him, you never like to strike out twice.
Hauser for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
On your toes.
Merklinger will deal quick. In there for a strike. The count is 0-2. The pitch. Grounded to first. Burwell gets down on an A. He'll take it himself and call off Merklinger. He'll step on the bag. There's 2 away. So there's 2 away in the top half of the 5th. That'll bring up Robbie Lynn.
Burwell, last time around, last Wednesday in Verona, had a couple defensive blunders, but I think he's had a real nice game at first base today.
In there for a strike. The other thing too about Burwell was that in our last contest that we broadcasted for him, he got thrown out at first base on the pickoff. Hard piece to second. Touchdown by Probst, and in time to retire the inning. Bottom of the 5th, we go to 4-2 Prep.
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah, I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling.
Over to Floyd, he's open, thought about the 3, drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd!
Free throw line, tries to dump a pass off, gets intercepted. Freeman all the way to the hole. Oh, what a block by Moore! Left to play in the fourth quarter. Cromartie, 3, got it! Davis probed in the corner, 3-pointer, up and down, Brown again! His second straight 3. Roselle Catholic in a hurry. Wilcher back to Bueno. He's going to try and tie it, and he does! Oh, big shots all around!
He can't get around, and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it.
James Grizzetti will lead off. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Rashad back on the mound for Livingston. Jacob, entering the GNT. Who do you have winning this year?
I gotta have Milburn. I mean, they've been so good, undefeated thus far. The only team this Lancer squad lost to.
Very talented squad. I'll tell you one team that's starting to sneak in there is Livingston.
Yeah.
Livingston sneaking in there. They're showing their promise. Seton Hall slowly starting to sneak in there as well. Demanding win over Verona. Currently holding in the bottom half of the 5th. As that pitch misses for a ball, the count is 2-0. Nutley in spurts can make some things happen. Same thing as Columbia.
I mean, Columbia has shown at points over the past few years they've been one of the better public school programs in the state.
Popped up sky high. Well out of play. Carries it.
They were able to take down this Seton Hall team at the Kelly Athletic Complex last year. It was a really great game. 7-6 final, I believe. 2-run homer was the difference maker in the 6th inning.
2-1. Grounded foul. Asmaello at third. That one's going to roll all the way to the end. Getting a little chilly here at the CAC.
Yeah, sun's starting to hide behind the clouds and wind's picking up a little bit.
The 2-2. Bamzai deals. Ball is fouled away. Good fight from Grizzetti. This will be a very tough loss for Livingston. Obviously, they're really hoping they take down Seton Hall for the first time under Coach Ennis.
Wouldn't be surprised if this is a game that they circled on the calendar before the year.
Absolutely. Breaking ball fouled away. They won their section last year. First time they were dancing since the 1980s when Chris Christie was behind the dish. Obviously, they won the GNT in 2018. Not long before that, another GNT victory.
Didn't mention when Bamzai came into the game.
2-2. Struck out, swinging. The drop strike 3 throw is wild, and it puts a run base for Seton Hall Prep. And that's one of those plays where Grizzetti can't be happy with himself, but he's a base runner.
No, certainly not. And, you know, I'm sure Bamzai is not going to be happy with side there. Makes it a little bit tougher for him, but it's just that's how she goes, you know. Sometimes you have those little mistakes.
Drennan will dig in.
I was saying before, not mentioned last inning when Bamzai came in. He's pitched 1 inning earlier this year, also in relief through 23 pitches. Did not allow a run and had 3 strikeouts.
See what Coach Ennis is doing. A word with the umpire right now. Is he claiming some kind of interference?
Possible. You gotta run along the base path. You gotta give a clean lane for the catcher to throw the ball. So
well, just missed it off camera. Bamzai is trying to keep his arm working, so he's thrown with his shortstop. Overthrew him. That's something, just the mental errors. J.J. Drennan digs in. Third has crossed the plate and also flew out. Reached on an error his first at-bat. There's number 31. Bamzai checking first. That's going to be frustrating for Livingston. They got a runner on base, nobody out.
It
was the scheduled first out of the inning.
Good move from Bamzai there to try to get the runner at first.
For the pitch. Bunt laid down, it's right back to Bamzai. Got him out at first, but it moves the runner over. 1 away. Only scored a 1-3 is Marcelo Harsh. He is scheduled to dig in. Harsh is 0 for 1 on the day with a base on ball walk to get him on base. Runner off of second in the pitch. Breaking ball misses, down to 1-0.
No, I didn't see it.
Bamzai will deal. 1-1 fouled away.
Bamzai's got some good stuff. Just gotta improve on that placement.
Now, one thing about Bamzai, he's got a strong arm. Doesn't necessarily know how to tame it in all situations.
I mean, we've seen that in the short sample of 14 pitches in this game. That was a great pitch.
Yeah, 1-2 looks like a breaking ball that dug in there. The 1-2 count now. When you have good command in an arm like Bamzai, you're not going to be wrong. The pitch. Grounded foul off the far fencing near the Lancer dugout. Peter Peluso on deck. And then top scheduled. The 1-2 time is called. Slightly slower moving inning with 1 away.
Bamzai's been a bit of a slower moving pitcher.
This one falls right over the second baseman for an RBI single. Great piece of contact by Marcelo Harsh. Rossetti comes around second to score. Harsh with the RBI single.
Now you think, or if they get that out on the drop strike 3?
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt. Coach Feigenbaum will now come out. Looks like Seton Hall is ready to make a change. Looks like Foster's ready to check in. Possibly next inning. Bamzai, he was dealing well. So, that's got to be frustrating. Right over the second baseman's head. Yang couldn't locate it. Drifted right over him. RBI to Harsh. And now a runner on first with just 1 away here in the bottom half of the 5th. 5-2 lead the Pirates over the Lancers. This would move the Pirates back to 500. Don't want to say right back on schedule, but it would feel quite good to pick up a win against the second place team in your division when you're having a tough start.
Absolutely, and this has been a really good game for the Pirates. They've pitched well. They've gotten a little bit lucky on some poor defensive plays from the Lancers, but you got to be good to be lucky. You got to be lucky to be good. So it's going to take some pixie dust to improve the Pirates' season after a slow start.
So here's Peter Peluso. He's got a 0-1 count. Runner off of first is Harsh, right off of the RBI single. Spilled right over Yang's head and into right field. The 0-1 now to Peluso. Playing right field today for the Pirates. Drops low for a ball. The count is 1-1. A very similar situation we're seeing in the Nutley game. Tight game, and then the Pirates start to pull away in the 5th inning.
The Verona game?
Yes, pardon me, what did I say?
Said Nutley.
Ah, yes, the Verona game.
You are okay.
Counts now 2-1. Nutley came about, and then 0-3 starts the season, won 2 straight, moved up to 3rd in the SEC American. That obviously due to change. Livingston are able to mercy rule take them down. Pitch drops low. And I don't think anyone's questioning that Millburn might be the best public school in the state right now.
No, absolutely not. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders. pitching's been electric as well, of course. The Javaria.
On the private school front, got a little three-way fight going between Ranny, Delbarton, and Red Bank. Runner goes. This one is chopped to third. Maiello fields, shifts to first, and he makes the play.
Lancers in the spot here where they cannot allow another run to score in this inning with 2 outs and a man on second.
It was the right move to go to first. Harsh moves over to second. Not the right angle for a double play at this level. Jonathan Rodriguez now digs into the righty batter's box. Rodriguez 1 for 2 on the day, also hit by a pitch in his last at-bat.
Harsh also got a good jump off that hit. I don't think they were getting him at second, even if they tried for the double play.
Yeah, this Pirates team knows how to run. I think the non-public side is so interesting. Seton Hall currently 10th in power points in non-public. They'll place them right behind Newark Academy. Can you imagine that? Newark Academy finishing the season ahead of Seton Hall in power points on the baseball front?
That'd be incredible.
I don't think it's necessarily the case scenario. I also think that Seton Hall is definitely the better team between the two.
No, I mean, that's definitely true, but a win is a win and a loss is a loss.
Absolutely.
At least according to the power points.
The PowerPoint rules are very interesting. A lot of coaches don't even know how it works. Coach Conklin of Livingston Hockey kept telling us, I don't know how PowerPoints work. I just schedule the best possible teams.
Smart.
In the past 2 years, he's produced victories, winning records by far in both seasons, including 2 years ago, the Prudential Center year, tough loss to Ridge in the final. Most amount of wins in school history.
This past year, not too shabby himself. Made a Group Public A semifinal appearance where they yeah, tough close loss to Ridge, where 3-1 empty netter, 2-1 really.
A 3-0. That one misses for a walk. And as you said, Jacob, your famous saying, it puts the force on at second. Here's Probst with 2 away here in the bottom half of the 5th.
I will say, I think you're at the point in the game where, and the spot in the lineup where you don't want to get the, you would rather just have
in that first, right?
You would rather not have that extra base runner, is what I was trying to force out of my mouth.
Side will converse now. It's like he's trying to slow down the pitcher. As we said, Bamzai, he's got a strong arm. Sometimes his command falls a little out of control. No runs so far, his responsibility, or pardon me. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Most recent run was his responsibility. Count is 0-2.
That was his first earned run allowed of the year.
He's also dealt a tough situation in the previous inning, stranded the bases loaded. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses, count is 1-2. Interesting situation on the college baseball front. LSU, the clear-cut #1, but Vanderbilt sneaking back up there. Chris Maldonado, designated hitting for them. He formerly played here at Seton Hall. Kelly Athletic Complex. He called it home last year. He actually hit a home run off of Robbie Lynn. That one's fouled away.
Yeah, he's a special talent.
Some are saying he's going to get drafted in a year or two.
Yeah.
Can definitely see that happening.
No. If he does get drafted, I mean, wouldn't be surprised if it's not, a lower round. It's top 7 rounds.
He's the shortstop position too, so in the rare case he makes it all the way up top to the majors, him and Volpe will be having a little duel. Two New Jersey.
Excuse me.
Two New Jersey prone players making their way to the majors. The 2-2. Runners go as this one is drilled deep to left field. Frayne is going back. He's under it, coming in, makes the play to retire a tough bottom half of the 5th inning. We go to the 6th, 5-2 Pirates.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field, going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air, deep right field. Get out of town! Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here at Miller. Pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strike.
Danny Cullen leads off the 6th inning. Lancers down to their final 6 outs. They're only down by 3 against Seton Hall in a primetime SEC American Division matchup. That pitch misses. The count is 1-0. So Merklinger stays on the mound. He will remain, and he works quickly. As there he deals his first strike of the 6th inning.
Only threw 9 pitches in that last inning, Ryan. Quick work of this Lancer lineup.
Cullen's putting the ball in play. He grounds that one to third. Drennan across the diamond, and he got Cullen by about a foot.
That was tight. That was a tight play.
Well, Drennan sent it across the diamond right in time, and there's one away here in the 6th. Jay Frayne will now dig in.
Livingston's got just 5 outs left to score 3 runs.
A 1-0 count. Best situation possible would to keep the arm sharp in the bullpen. And just keep Sharp going. Pardon me, not keep Sharp going. Keep Merklinger going. Keep the bullpen sharp. The 2-0. In there for a strike. The count is 2-1. Frayne takes one low. I think Merklinger's best quality is his speed. Him and De Palma work at similar speeds.
Yeah, quick moving and keeps the batter on their toes.
Foul back. Pirates have 5 hits on the day, the Lancers 2. Only 1 error charged on the day, that's to Seton Hall Prep.
Misplayed ball in center field, or left center field.
Full count. The pitch. Breaking ball spills in there, strike 3.
That was a great pitch.
Frayne was frozen. He goes down looking. And that'll bring up Joey Maiello. Maiello 0 for 2 on the day, struck out swinging and grounded out to the pitcher. That one just misses outside. The count is 1-0. Interesting, that pitch had a similar one to Levine. Umpire definitely pitcher friendly.
Certainly.
That's one thing you can like at the high school level, as Maiello takes a hard golf and a miss. Join us tomorrow. Seton Hall Lacrosse is taking on Rumson Fairhaven in a top 10 matchup. The 1-1. Hard cut and a miss. Count is 1-2. That lacrosse game over at Tevlin Field, just across the way, behind left field. So the 1-2. Maiello puts this one in play. He'll ground it to second. Probst will retire Maiello. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. Pirates holding a 5-2 lead.
All right, team, listen up. You all have been missing way too many plays. And it's time to make some changes, effective immediately. You'll all be joining my team, the NFHS Network. If it happens in high school, we got it covered. We've got your favorite high school sports wherever you want them, whenever you want them. Streaming live or on demand. Plus, with a few well-executed moves here, here, and here, you can find and follow your favorite school or team.
But what if I...
Hey! There is no I in the word team, but there is in the word clip, which is what you can do with our new clip and share tool. Watch the game, clip the moment, share it with all of your fans. It's simple, people. When you're teamed up with the NFHS Network, there's no excuse to miss a...
Bottom half of the 6th, the Pirates are hoping this is the last time they will hit today. Will Mahala, the center fielder, is due up. Last at bat, Mahala walked. As we are ready to get the bottom half of the 6th underway. Ryan now we joined alongside Jacob Gorn on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Reaching 2 hours since first pitch. First pitch was at around 4:18 p.m. Currently 6:11. Count is upstairs 1-0. It's a good 2-hour game.
Yeah, it's been a slow-moving game at some points, but faster. It's even down to a...
Bam's ideals. This is going to be a tough one in right field. It'll drop foul. Schultz was coming on. Shows the Pirates are putting their bats in the baseball today. Little recap at their offense has been that they've been putting the ball in play solid. Burwell showcased, he had a very nice single.
Haven't been striking out that often.
The pitch. Upstairs 2-1. This one's upstairs 3-1. Last time Pirates were in this situation, they tacked on quite a few runs. This would move them back to 300, the victory today.
500.
This one is sky high. Going back is Schultz in right field. He's coming towards the fence, and he can't make the play. It's out of here. That one is on the Garden State Parkway on its way down the shore. Will Mahala. It's a home run. The Pirates now take a 6-2 lead. Mahala gave that one a ride. Schultz was coming back, thought he was under it. Maybe it was the wind that pushed it out.
Possible. It was a gust.
That one got right on the parkway, and it's still on its way. Solid piece of contact. Henry Ayers will dive in now. The catcher. Maybe he wants to have some fun as well today. Pitch in there for a strike. Pirates just padding their lead at this point.
There is action in the Livingston bullpen.
And that'll be a plunked batter. Ayers gets a free pass to first. So now a runner on first base, nobody out. Ethan Z looks to be warming up for the Lancers. Burwell gives this one a ride. It's going to be another hit for Burwell. Second single of the day for the freshman. Everyone getting their bats on the baseball here in the bottom half of the sixth.
We'll see how long
it should bring up Grizzetti.
We'll see how long Bamzai stays in this game. Already, this is about to be his 40th pitch in just 1 1/3 innings.
Pitch low for a ball. Bamzai really trying to find an area here. Losing a little confidence, slowing down the pace of play. Action in the Pirates bullpen as well. J.J. Drennan on deck. Bamzai deals. Fits in there for a strike. And Side will trot out to Bamzai and have a word. Trying to slow down the pace of play. Give Bamzai a minute to breathe. Once again, Bamzai, a first-year varsity player, spent the past couple of years on JV. Played freshman ball his freshman year in a season that really never saw any games due to COVID-19.
Excuse me.
The 1-1. Runner goes. Both are in at second and third. Wonder who Seton Hall is going to bring out to pitch in the top half of the seventh. Who's going to polish it off for him?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Foster try and get the save here.
Pitch in the dirt, 3-1. Well, the more they pad their lead, maybe the more they want to save Foster. But it's been a long time since he's been active. Didn't play at all versus Verona.
We'll see. Sun's finally peeking out.
It's coming back out. Feeling a wave of heat here at 6:17 p.m. in the bottom half of the sixth. The 3-1. Strike two. The count is full. Still no retired outs yet.
Man, Bamzai just needs an out.
Yeah, I'll give him a little confidence. Only a 4-run game, pardon me, right now. That's not out of reach at the high school level at all.
No, definitely not.
The pitch. Swung on and missed. Grizzetti goes down on strikes.
Well, much needed strikeout there for Bamzai, who hopefully can pull through these final couple outs. Need some contact on the ground. Let his infield work.
J.J. Drennan digs in. Got on base today, reached on an error. Pitches inside for a ball. The count is 1-0. Drennan, the third baseman. Sun peeking out. Here later in the ballgame, no lights here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. We saw that taking effect in the first game of the season, a 2-2 draw, where Montclair came back. Pitches upstairs 2-0. This will be just the Lancers' second loss of the season if they can't make magic happen in the top half of the seventh. It's been a great start for them.
Yeah, 6-1 coming into this outing. And I'm sure if you were to tell them before the year, in your first 8 games, you go 6-2 with your only losses to Milburn and Seton Hall, they'll say, I think that's a very successful start to the season.
Seton Hall's going to be busy, even what they have ahead. They have St. Joe's Metuchen, Christian Brothers, the Hun School, so there's no resting. So they got to win the games like these where they're playing the big teams within the conference early on. Gain some momentum.
Conference wins are always huge.
You know, if you can recall, last year was a humongous win for Seton Hall. And Shattuck on the mound, when they were able, as now the bases are loaded, they were able to take down Christian Brothers 1-0. It was one of the best games of the season for Seton Hall.
Complete game for Shattuck in that one. Threw, I believe, a one-hitter in that one. Gem of a game from him.
Now Marcelo Harsh digs in. Harsh gets a piece of it, fouled away. More action in the Prep bullpen. Justin Shattuck also getting warmed up. Now, I've made this mistake before. Don't believe he's getting warmed up to head back into the game because he's injured, so likely just keep him loose. He likely will not be making an appearance for the Pirates this season. The 0-2. This one is drilled past the third baseman, Milo. Frain's got to go run for it. 2 runs will come in. Now runners off of first and second. Big contact for Seton Hall. They're now up 8-2.
Takes the game in a save range, so we'll see who they put in to close this one out.
Coach Ennis comes out, and that will do it for Bamzai today. So, not the best day for Bamzai. Got some stuff done, but comes out, leaves the Lancers down by 6 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Stay tuned to the NFA Kick Network.
They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly, yeah, I'm feeling.
The middle, barreling towards the goal line. Baldwin is in for a Vance touchdown.
Right down the middle, man. This guy, and he keep going, and he
the ball's loose.
And they hop back on it, and that's a touchdown.
Short punt, bounces at the 35, fielded at the 40 by Quick, out to the corner. He's got blockers and a lot of green grass in front of him. Cuts back, he's in for a touchdown.
Swing pass in the flat.
Gets to the corner, he's going to get in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Third down and 17, a handoff, getting to the outside. There's a first down, and all the way to the races is Elijah McWilliams to the house for a touchdown and for an IMIC for a division championship.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up.
New pitcher is Ethan Z. Peter Peluso digs in. One away, runners off of first and second as that breaking ball fits in there for a strike. The count is 0-1.
Z doesn't have a ton of velocity, Ryan, but throws strikes, and you said before, Livingston hoping most likely that he can just get them through the rest of this inning.
Z, a junior, another year of eligibility for him. Will likely return to this roster next year. They'll check the runner at second. Wild throw.
Go, Peter!
Yang just brings it in. Pete Peluso in his last at-bat. Rounded out to third. Count is 1-1 with one away. Just talking about Echeverria from Milburn, how he's likely going to get drafted and not see college baseball on his schedule next year.
Wild, yeah. I mean, he's gonna be a special talent. I definitely could see him playing in the majors 2, 3, 4 years from now.
He's a very talented player. Milburn makes quite a few appearances here on the network. The 2-1. As he deals one down low and inside, 3-1. It's been a long bottom half of the sixth inning. You've seen a pitching change. Bam Zai came out, not his best performance. Quite a few runs across the plate. So far, 3 in the inning for the Pirates. Extended a 5-2 lead to 8-2. As their strike 2, the count is full. Could be the final 5 outs of the ball game. Not necessarily falling out of reach, but it's going to be very tough for a Lancers team to put offense on the baseball, or at least enough offense on the baseball to come up with a victory. The 3-2. This one's grounded to second. Yang the short way to second, and the throw to first. They got him. It's a 4-6-3 double play. What a wild way to end the bottom half of the sixth inning. The Lancers try to pick up some momentum.
That was a nice play, Ryan.
So Yang takes it, shifts it over to Lin, and Lin with the transfer to first. Hauser held the bag. Not sure if it was in time, but that was a close one. Big play for the Lancers. They're down to their final 3 outs of the ball game. So far, the line today, Seton Hall up 8-2. They also have 8 hits on the ball game and an error charged to them. And the Lancers, 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We will stay here. Merklinger will come back on. He's going to try and get the job done. Pretty consistent, fast pitcher so far he is.
Yeah, he's done a good job. 23 pitches this far, and in just 2 innings of work.
He sees 9-1-2 coming up. Yang will deal, and then Schultz, Levine do up for the Lancers. They're down by 6 here in the top half of the 7th. As we are getting ready to get the top half of the 7th underway. Final 3 outs of the ball game. And then this one wraps up around 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, 3 minutes earlier. As Andrew Merklinger remains on the mound for the Pirates. Merklinger winds and deals the first pitch of the top half of the 7th in there for a strike.
Merklinger's dealt very well in the 2 innings he's pitched. See if we can get the job done.
He's not slowing down as that one is rocked right to right field and caught by Peluso. Not too much movement needed there. A nice piece of contact. But it doesn't do the job. And there's one away. That hitter for Livingston was Brandon Cooper. He dug in for Alex Yang. Cooper spent the past couple of years injured. Returns to the roster. Was actually planning on playing baseball collegiately. Faced a tough injury to the right arm while at a showcase, so rough break. Had a nice piece of contact there as that bunt is in there for a strike. Count as 1-1.
Yeah, you have an injury like he suffered, and Tommy John, I believe.
And I believe it was. Got the arm restructured. Tried to pitch again. Had to get it restructured once again.
Tommy John at that young of an age is multiple times.
It's rough.
It's really rough. Hard to come back from.
Pitching career's over, but he's pinch hitting for the Lancers. Likely DHing at some points as well. Count is now 3-1 to Schultz. Lancers trying to get something going down to their final 2 outs of the ball game. So again, Seton Hall Prep in action tomorrow on the network here at the CAC, hosting Rumson Fairhaven on the lacrosse front. Top 10 matchup. Spring season fully underway here in New Jersey. 5-pitch walk. Schultz will try and get something going.
Has he been good today? He hasn't recorded a hit, I believe, but it's his 4th appearance on base, if I'm correct.
3 walks. Sandwiched in there is a hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning.
1-9, let's go!
Daniel Levine digs in. Merklinger remains on the mound. Action in the Pirates' bullpen. In there for a strike. It's been an interesting day for Levine. Grounded into a fielder's choice. Grounded out to 2nd and then struck out looking. He's very frustrated with the looking call. He grounds this one to short. Rodriguez gets the out at 2nd. The lead runner is retired.
1 away, or 1 left, I should say, 2 away.
And another fielder's choice for Daniel Levine. Lancers are down to their final out of the ball game. They will leave it to the catcher Miles' side. Sides had a tough line today. He's been on base due to an HBP. Otherwise, he's 0-for-3. And he takes a strike. Merklinger trying to get a hit on the count. Levine, the runner off of first base. 8-2 lead for the Pirates here in the top half of the 7th inning. Side holds up. Count is 1-1. Doesn't this change the trajectory of the American division?
Certainly as a statement win for the Pirates. If they can hold on here with 1 out to go and up by 6.
It can propel them upwards in terms of momentum as well. Exactly what they need. Side check swing would have been strike anyway. Count is 1-2. Levine off of first. Lancers down 8-2.
Final strike.
Lancers down to their final strike of the ball game. Can Merklinger get it done? Not that pitch. Misses. Count is 2-2. Merklinger is exactly what the Pirates need. Middle relief. A lot of depth in his arm. Good pace.
He's done a lot of good work in this game. See if we can close it out.
The 2-2. Dribbled foul right off of Miles' side himself. Body got a piece of that one. That's a painful one. Baseball hits you off of a foul ball.
Yeah. Tough break.
The 2-2. Full count. So the count is full. 3-2 away. 1 runner on. Levine goes. And there's a walk. The game remains alive. So that'll bring up Aaron Hauser. Hauser 0 for 3 on the day.
Side will be pinch ran for once again.
Brady Eric will dig in. Eric's second pinch run appearance today. He had to have been quite frustrated earlier when he was pinch running. He's hanging out on first base. 2 bombs from the Lancers were caught deep in the outfield. 2 away the pitch. Solid piece of contact, right to second, handled by Probst, and over to Burwell. He makes the play. It's a 4-3 in 1 pitch. Put out. Hauser is the final out of the ball game. The Pirates with a big win. They move back to 500 on the season. That's big for a team that started off as number 16. They upset the second in their division. Many have them as 10th in the state. Livingston Lancers, as the final score comes at 8-2. On behalf of Jacob Gorin, I'm Ryan Lowy. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. So the Pirates with 8 runs, 8 hits, and an error. The Lancers with 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. That will do the ball game. Final score once again, Pirates 8, Lancers 2. Have a great night. Ryan Lowy saying to the league.
It's a James Andrew mix. Yeah, it makes it a little easier when they're not
He's going to take it himself for a championship!